live. Hello, welcome back to the SPF Podcast. I don't remember what episode this is. I'm Dylan. This is Carter. Hello, Carter. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. I am ready to break into some games from last week. We're about to head into the final week. It's really exciting. We're going to get to see how the playoff bracket shakes out, who makes it, who doesn't, final waivers, etc.
Yeah, no, it's super exciting time. This is kind of like feels like the night before Christmas. As the anticipation builds and we're, all excited to see what's going to be happening in the actual playoffs where the money is made.
That's true. Yeah, I'm looking forward to all of it. We'll be here, and it's time to get into the games. Probably.
Yeah,
So
it's
first off,
exciting week.
so first off, I want to start with this game between Raijo and Scout Flower, the Balanleia Barbies, and the Rose City Roserades. This is a match we didn't get to last week, and I felt terrible about it. So we're gonna get to it right now. We got
We
Fem
were
Queen
honestly just
Federer for
scared
me.
to see Joe. I think
That's
uh,
true.
we're
Yeah,
intimidated by him.
yeah. Yes. I have as someone who has lost to Joe quite recently. I can attest that sometimes you gotta protect yourself from the raw energy of this Lucario.
Things not starting off well in this game for
No, this
Mr.
flip.
McCoy, though.
That's true. But here comes Regirock, the wall. Um, Also, the things that this Flareon does in this game, very much frightened me. Uh, when I saw it, knowing I was going to have to face Joe the next week, and then when Joe doesn't bring it, all my tech will end up going to waste. But this thing, it's got 3 kills already, and it's matched well into this Skarmory now.
Yeah, and if I remember, yeah, Facade just doing great damage here.
Hmm.
I'm more scared of what this Skarmory's nickname, to be honest. But
Can Joe beat the allegations?
yeah, can he beat him? I believe there is.
Man, that Stone Edge did very little.
Yep, but you know
But high
what?
crit, yep.
High
High crit,
crit, baby.
high
Break
crit,
that wall.
high crit move does it from the wall. Yeah,
The wall breaker, some would say. But
that's true. So yeah, Joe gets that first game. Comes back in, exact same leads on both sides. James feels like that one was stolen, and so he knows what to do now. Facade without the toxic up yet. Ooh, and here comes the
great
trick
trick
room.
room, just a backbreaker.
Didn't do it in the
And then
first.
switches targets. Ooh,
Yes, didn't do trick room in the first game. So, but then does it on turn one in the second game.
and
Catches
then
James
he
off.
reads the Terrifier.
Yep, is able to catch Scout Flower off guard in game two, and then yeah, here comes something weak to Fem Queen.
And I'm Brock Hard, I think. This this is basically Joe just one
Yeah,
step ahead at every stage of this game.
yeah, had him downloaded, and there you
Yeah.
go. Sorry for the shit talk. I thought I would lose. Ain't that
What is the
the? Love it.
fucking chat? Holy shit. All
All right,
right.
time. All right, time to see if James gets his revenge the following week. Scout Flower versus Brantley. Ride on D's nuts. Bring in that classic Alolan Raichu. Um, Keys nuts. Absolutely amazing
Oof.
nickname. Gabite, I believe, had been wavered for this very week.
Yep. And I think we discussed it a little bit
Hmm.
of Gabite probably going to be coming in here
Mm.
because of how good at ground types were into Brantley's team.
Yes.
Super cool Terra Fairy, though.
Yeah, you don't really. Yeah, I wouldn't really expect that coming out of the Blaziken here, but it looks really strong into Clown House here until the Terra Poison comes out.
Mm. Showing it's a um, special. What's the name of this Pokemon?
Chimecho?
Blaziken.
Blaziken, yeah.
Blaziken.
I was just thinking
As
about
the,
what the Chimecho was imprisoning. Was it Trick Room?
all right. Will it shell? Oh, I think it's the first time it is not Shell Smash turn one. This is
Gets the fake out so that you can try. Oh, tough break for the Rampardos there. Oh,
if it had Shell Smash, it actually would have been in a really good position here.
yeah.
But
I think this is a
sadly,
support Blastoise. I wouldn't be surprised
yeah,
if it has Helping Hand. Bulky.
yeah, it might be Assault Vest, honestly, based on that
That would be
damage
cool.
calc.
Um, yeah, that would be cool. So let's see the second game.
And Assault Vest would be really good because you have the Kilowattrel and the Luxray here, or the Kilowattrel mainly. One thing I would be concerned about is Icy Wind into Kilowattrel is kind of anti-synergy with competitive. You just end up giving him
Yeah,
special attack boost.
that's true. You do got to be careful with that. Um,
I love Muck in this matchup. I think it matches up really well.
the problem is that Scout Flower's rocking this double Intimidate. Oh, Acid Armor.
Doesn't care. Look at that damage, dude. Nothing.
That was, yeah, it ate that Earthquake up. Rough Skin. Yeah,
Ugh.
kind of negates the drain a little bit. I mean, I am a huge fan. Oh, I didn't realize that Discord was blurring me out. um, I'm a huge fan of spamming Earthquake with a Levitator and a or a Flying Guy, um, and so I'm James's James's strategy here.
Kind of wondering if this Kilowattrel is specs with the Volt Switch or he just wanted to cycle Intimidates a lot.
Hmm.
Although, yeah, I don't know. All right, we see the Terra Fairy again.
Doesn't do much.
Yeah. That looks like an Assault Vest Luxray to me.
What do you think, Alistair?
Yeah, what are Alistair's thoughts on the item choices here, bud?
Alistair loves Luxray
Hmm.
because it kind of
Cool.
looks like him. That's all I got. Um,
This
Reflect
looks
goes.
like it's going to close this one out.
Yep. It looks like, yeah, Brantley just didn't have the damage to get through the team. Further hampered by the double Intimidate, uh, and that's just how it goes sometimes.
Yeah, I think you need to bring Amulet, Clear Amulet, Rampardos here, maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
But yeah, unfortunate.
And with that, let's see. The Rose City Roserades went to 5-1, and Right on These Nuts went to 2-4. Next, we have the undefeated Double Rock Slide versus the Dallas Dunsparce. Um, fresh off a dub with the Sneasel. Let's see what happens this time.
Yeah, definitely looking to play spoiler.
Yeah, but this Screamtail, as we've seen, is bulky and very hard to kill. So let's see if he can find a way through. Terra Ghosts immediately. Snowscape, defense, which boosts the defense on the Articuno.
Basically, just playing around Trick Room at
Yeah, roaring out
all
the
cost.
yeah, roar out the Slowking. Does Roar have higher priority or than Trick Room?
It does. You will roar them out before they Trick Room.
That's very interesting. Rockslide did nothing.
Yeah, just Blizzard span here. Kind of interesting.
Get a freeze, maybe?
Screamtail, not as good of a special attacker, but definitely,
No.
yeah, can't get a freeze. Kind of playing setup here. The steal is going to be an issue.
It's tough to get through. Here comes Serena, though. You know she's got that
Mental
HJK.
Herb.
Mental Herb sick. Just prevent the taunt from stopping your Trick Room.
Which shows how good that roar was turn one, because that's the only
Mm-hmm.
way to get around that in that kind of circumstance.
Gets the snow back up for the Articuno setup. Down goes Screamtail. Drew still has 3 guys. Very much in this at this point.
Yeah, it's all about the Skinkeldr. The
Yeah.
Skinkeldr can go down.
That miss is huge, actually.
It's pretty big.
Like, I don't know if it would have killed in the snow, but he is quad weak to it.
I think it would have done about 30% probably.
Let's see. Oh, well, there you go. It did
Yeah.
about 20%, yeah. Freeze dry. Ooh.
And really, they just, yeah. I mean, I think your hope, right here, you have a Paldean Tauros. Oh, there's
Frozen.
freeze.
Over. Yeah.
And these all best off.
Dumbledore.
Assault Vest, we don't talk about it as much. I think it's so strong in draft. You can really pick your spots on what, because your Pokemon, there's only so many answers, like stab weakness, right, of your Pokemon. If you know they only have a special attack to deal with you, you can just throw on an Assault Vest onto something.
That's very
really
true.
Some issues.
The thing with Assault Vest is that you can't run Protect,
Sure.
which I think gives people pause on throw. It makes it not as easy to just slap on a guy, because Protect is really easy to just slap on a guy in doubles. But I will say that Assault Vest, anything that really gives additional defenses when you're doing low tier heroes, seems like it'd be like it would be good, because sometimes the problem with Assault Vest is that something just kills you anyway, because Flutter Mane doesn't care.
Yeah. It's interesting. I think I started this season thinking maybe you want higher offense, fast speed, just kill them fast, but it's becoming pretty clear that a lot of these Pokemon are low tier because of their speed stats, not because of their lack of bulk. So being able to take a hit and then hitting back has actually become better. So, and we see Casey clean this one up pretty cleanly.
Yeah. No, that's very. I think you're right that strong, slow guys do better in the low tier heroes format. Okay, so now here we have a game that I very much prepped wrong for, and as you will see, played wrong for. So yeah, obviously, I was afraid of this double electric. Joe had just wavered for Zebstrika, so I had a feeling, with a lot of electric. I have a lot of flyers on my team. I can seem weak, a little electric weak. So I have this sneaky lightning rod Pincurchin to maybe see if I can do something. I have this Mismagius, which basically only exists because I thought Gardevoir might come and it's there to imprison it. So yeah, it does this upper hand thing. I fake out this because I'm positive it's sashed. But he's already got the upper hand off, so it doesn't really matter. And this Lucario is now Giga Strong. So yeah, thankfully, this is a fully defensive Moltres, so it does eat that. It will eat this extreme, not that extreme. It ate first extreme speed, I mean. And then this was just a bad switch. I didn't realize this overheat was coming, and I got owned.
Yeah, I mean, it's always a consideration when you switch something in that shares a type with the other thing, that if you're about to eat a super effective hit, you'll just get double hit. But
also, I shadow balled into a Terra normal Lucario, which wasn't great. But
you know, we all have our moments. Who hasn't?
He protected anyway, so it didn't matter. But yeah, this is. Yeah. There we go.
Yeah.
Let's get this. yeah. I didn't.
I get that with a lot of replays sometimes. I'm like, okay.
So in this game, in this
This is
game,
why I quit out. This is why I quit out within
yeah,
as soon as I know I'm dead.
exactly. So in this one, so this is where I reveal the Terra Ground Moltres, which goes really well into this double electric lead, um, and not not going back to this is probably why I end up losing game three. But Haunter having levitate and not Gengar is pretty whack. Or
Well,
does
he was
Gengar have?
nerfed.
Yeah,
He used to have levitate, and then they changed it because he was too good.
yeah.
So
But Haunter still has it, and so now that I'm encored into Scorching Sands, I'm very sad.
yes. Although to be fair, Gengar and all always looked like he was on the ground on his feet.
Yeah.
So it was a very weird levitate. Yeah. Ghost poison plus a ground immunity is just
It's great typing.
it's so good.
So I this turn I probably should have like heavy slammed the Haunter maybe, but it still worked out.
Yeah. It's
Uh, anyway,
All
so
right, game three is where
game
you fuck
three.
it up, right?
This is definitely where actually no, this I think Joe just kind of just ruins me on a specific turn. Yeah, so I fake out the Lucario so it's not it can't do stuff, but unfortunately it is Covert Cloak, come to find out, and then yeah. So then you just start double attacking the Moltres. Also worth noting, Flame Body does not hit this Lucario once, but this is the turn.
Lucario's inner focus actually is what I think was going on there.
Oh, you're right. So heavy, not sashed. Heavy Slam just doesn't kill. And I Terra Ghost, and it's just very smart by Joe because
Mm-hmm.
um, he did not. I don't think he close combats the Tinkaton. I think he's double attacking the Iron Treads, and so what he knows is that he can close combat it, and if I Terra Ghost, which is likely because I don't want to get Terra Ghost, then you can Shadow Ball into it. And if he thinks I don't because I'm afraid to, then the Lucario still kills it.
The option coverage, yeah.
Yeah, so it's just really smart on the not even knowing that I'm Terra Ghost, but knowing that I've brought the Terra Ghost Iron Treads before.
And I have confirmation from Mr. McGoy that it was indeed a actual calc that he had done on survivability on that Haunter. Some prep that came up there.
That's
So,
exciting.
Yeah.
That's very exciting. All right.
All right, here we go.
So here we go. So for my playoff hopes to survive, Karate has to lose this game. Well, sorry, my playoff bye hopes. Not or I forget. It's not a bye. It's winner's
Upper
bracket.
bracket.
There we
Upper
go.
bracket,
My
yeah.
upper bracket hopes can live and die on this game. Shiny Furret comes out, breaks a brick, dies, but this extra sensory Greninja is awesome. I love this. I love this idea. Yeah, no notes. Beefy Rabska revives the Cloyster.
Finally, dude.
Yeah.
He's finally using her.
He still has yet to use it on a Weezing though, which is like, the thing is that like I go to bat for the Regigigas Weezing combo sometimes because like it's bad, but I think it's not that bad. But I wish Jackson did some more of the stuff you can do to make it cheesier, but maybe stronger under certain circumstances, like banding the Regigigas, reviving the Weezing, sometimes not running neutralizing gas and doing something else.
I love that interaction there, by the way. Just hilarious.
The Ditto. Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot that this turn is awesome because that turn was really cool with the Ditto coming out.
Yeah.
Because it looks over. It looks over for Jackson here, right? The Rock Blast does. You do get that weakness policy information and kill the Oricorio, which is interesting. But yeah, from here it's like What's he got in the back? Like this Reggie, nothing can beat this thing except it's Water Terra, and this thing's scarfed, and it gets
Yeah.
the Leaf Blade. That's such a wild interaction.
And yeah, if it's not for that, you probably win that, I think, as
Oh yeah. It looked over
Karate.
for.
If it's not Terran, I would assume you'd be able to win that because Ditto's HP is shit, so you probably just want to KO it. It's great.
Yeah, exactly. You just triple arrows it. Uh, like it'll triple arrows you, you triple arrows it, and then yeah, I think in a regular 1v1 that Karate wins there, but because he had Terra Watered, it's so wild. And so then here we go in game two. Brings out the Pheasantipity this time instead of the Furret, and then we get the Regigigas lead.
We're back, baby.
Terranormal Body Slam. Unfortunately hits the Protect. Gets the Taunt off, but it's unfortunately slower than Dami Mommy. Eats that extra sensory, not too shabby. Doesn't die to Body Slam, does get paralyzed.
Yeah, part of the feels bad with Greninja is if you Terra first and then use a move, even if you haven't used your...
You don't get the Protean boost. Yeah.
You don't, yeah.
I think the Weezing still would have lived, but it does feel bad, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, so here's slow start. I think I have Assault Vest. No, it's Citrus Berry.
And we see Jackson once again
Loves that raw Rock Blast on the coaster.
trying to hit the bird with the rock moves.
Yeah.
Giga Brain.
Yes.
He at one point cops out that he just wants us to be a flying type. I believe it's game 3.
That's true. Pheasantipity it has Tailwind. It has flying moves. It's in its standing animation in game. It flies, but it is not a flying type. Neither is this other bird, by the way, that Karate has that is not flying.
Yeah, and we go to game 3.
I guess we did the games out of order.
Yeah,
This is game 1.
Yeah.
I did game 3 first. My bad.
Okay.
This is game 1.
I remember that being game 3. Yeah. All right. Jackson wins.
Jackson does win, but here we get to see what Karate intended.
I also am a strong believer in trying to get around the sensors on Pokemon Showdown by any means necessary. They
That's
are
true.
quite stringent, but you can do some stuff.
Yeah, Dami Mommy is in here.
I got my Bravier to be named Cock yesterday, using a parentheses for the C. It was pretty cool.
Nice. Megan's been doing a lot of K substitution, which is an oldie but a goodie.
Yeah, no, that's good stuff.
Terra's on that Icicle Spear like a boss.
Yeah, we see that Water Terror coming in clutch in this game.
Triple Arrow's just ruining that Cloyster. Also, getting the drop to trigger the White Herb so it can't Shell Smash now is can Shell Smash, but can't get the free Shell Smash is pretty whack.
Mm-hmm.
Thunderwave misses, and yeah, you gotta. Yeah, this Air Cutter is gonna get through a lot.
Roddy's all about the Air Cutter, dude.
Yeah,
Right.
and Karate wins game 1. So yeah, but loses the set. So my playoff hopes are still alive going into this week.
I think that was Jackson's first win, or he has second win.
That was Jackson's second win of the season.
Very exciting.
Yes. So here was a game with important playoff implications, because the loser was likely not to make the playoffs. So this is the Grandview Grand Bowl versus the Poltergeist. Let's see how it goes. This the Weavile v Cinderace. Okay.
We love to see that Ursaring for turn 1. Not because I think it's good, but because I love to see Ursa Ring.
Yep.
But I
Weavile
also think it's
sashed.
good.
Yeah. Unfortunately, they switched out the Ursa Ring before it could get the Flame Orb off.
I don't even think it is
You don't think it's Flame
Flame
Orb?
Orb. Yeah.
Oh, you're right. Wouldn't
Hold
have
up.
gotten it when it swapped in.
Yeah.
You're right. Maybe it's banded. Um. Yep. So Quagsire goes down. Did the old Samurott get sharpness? No, only the new one did.
Nope. Nope. It's a
Dang.
new one. So yeah, the facade without the orb is not
That's tough.
amazing.
Yeah, would have liked to have seen like a body slam or something if you're not going.
Mm-hmm.
But here's a sleep powder. Um,
Terra Bug.
Terra Bug, Heat Wave, Pyro Ball, Heat Wave. We got a mixed attacking Cinderace here. Neutral Terra Blast. A wild game. Pyro Ball misses, unfortunately.
And this is not looking good.
Yeah, looks like Megan goes down to the Regice here. So I've used Meowstick a few times. It's interesting how it's like it's annoying, but it's not at all threatening. But so it's like it almost feels hard to justify bringing it sometimes, but some guys are so scary behind screens that like it can just cause people's brains to break.
I believe it's one of the few priority imprisoners, which is good. Um, but yeah, I think it needs to be an enabler.
Yeah.
It can't carry the team on its back. See, the Infernape putting in some work.
Yeah, the Infernape's been really just rocking. It resists Megan's attackers in some of Megan's attackers in Cinderace, Vileplume, Vivillon, Scraggy, and everything else kind of seems to have the Ursaring Ashes. So it seems like uh, Andrew able to identify some weaknesses and exploit them.
Yep.
Pick up the first win, unless that Sludge Bomb crits, which it doesn't.
And that's a speed tie between the Vileplume and the
It,
Regice there. Fun fact.
is it?
It
Oh
was,
yeah,
yeah.
huh? No
They're
kidding.
both max speed.
That's funny.
Or equal speed.
All right, Grandview Grambles pick up their first win. Not just their first win under their second owner, but their first win period.
Yeah, super exciting week for them. And there Megan slips to
0 and 6.
has not hit it yet, unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't think they can make the playoffs even with a win, but I would love to see if they can score an upset this week, just to get that notch on the belt.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, so here we have your game against the Bug Maniac himself. Why don't you tell us what I'm looking at here? You got Den hidden behind the gigantic Shroodle sprite.
I'm a big fan of waivers, and each one of these Pokemon is individually justifiable. I think absolutely. Um, their cohesion is lacking. So yeah, let's let it rock.
I just don't know why Shroodle's sprite is so huge.
He's fucking big.
um, yeah. Mark's team has been performing well, but has like been a little bit hit and miss. But and because of that, I think this Sableye has been an under appreciated.
Let's look at how good Heat Wave is
Yeah.
right now after he
Sets the
gives me
sun.
it. And his foul play didn't do that much damage because I was negative attack nature. Just a great prep by me, am I right?
Heck yeah.
And we see Electroweb Dazzling Gleam coming in great here. Should have been Electroweb, but that's fine. And we see a very annoying chlorophyll Vileplume here. Or
Victory
Victory Bell
Bell.
here.
Yeah. Victory Bell's got like Mondo special attack, don't he?
And we see me regretting Terra Stealing here. I should have kept it at normal. And I die.
Weather Ball. And then Foul Play.
And fun fact, if I wasn't taunted here, I could have rested, actually. I had a Sleep Talk set. I probably would have won this game, honestly. So, unfortunate, but what are you going to do?
Sometimes the line doesn't come to you in the moment.
Yeah.
Also, this is an all-time SPF moment. Battle timer is on. SPF BMM says judge. Battle timer is now off. It's just fantastic.
Yep.
Uh,
That was an unconscious hitter. I won't lie.
my timer policy has always been I won't turn it on, but if you turn it on, I obviously would never get upset because them's the rules. You can turn it on.
Yeah, Duraludon's annoying for me here.
Oh yeah.
I'm not really equipped to deal with him, unfortunately.
Yeah.
If Focus Blast was available in Braviary, by God, I would have had it, but unfortunately, it's not. So
Yeah.
we persist.
Yeah. The negative attack, Braviary, and it doesn't get Focus Blast. That's tough.
Yeah, and I think that has to be a full defense
Dusknoir.
Dusknoir. Yeah, I expected my dual wing to do a lot more damage there, but it did not.
It's interesting how he set up Trick Room, but he's also got this chlorophyll thing going on.
It was very confusing, yeah. And this fire type shit is just annoying.
Yeah, that's
I die. So we'll be back. We got our waivers in. Life is good. I'm really happy with my Magmar. I think Magmar lines up very well against Mark's team.
Excellent. Yeah. Carter will return in Avengers Endgame.
Yes.
Okay. Here we have Halle Berry versus Valdance. Halle looking to maintain control over a winner's bracket spot, and Valdance trying to stay afloat to make playoffs. See how this set goes. And immediately we see Slitherwing. Always one of Halle's favorite leads is just Slitherwing. So
yeah, not with the booster energy this time.
Not with the booster energy today. Perhaps perhaps some type of sash set.
An interesting Clefable choice with the Terra there. Not totally sold on it, I think, but what are you gonna do?
Yeah. So here comes Basculin to finish that off. B sharp.
I think that has to be choice ban.
Yeah, that was a lot of damage. Let's see if he suckers again this turn. He didn't sucker again this turn.
Maybe Dark Glasses? I don't know.
Yeah, maybe.
Or maybe One Trio just ain't that guy. I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah, getting one shot by that sucker punch was with no choice band, no Terra, no nothing. Is pretty wild. So yeah, Tyler muscles through game 1. See how game 2 goes. Same lead on Halle's side, but Tyler whips out Young Money and the Anime Raver. Seen a lot of Squawkabilly this year out of the Squawkabilly drafters.
Yeah, we were honestly denied Squawk. We could have had much more Squawk.
It's true. There could have been more Squawks.
Yeah.
At least we got to see every Basculins.
Bro, thank God.
Flash Cannon did so much.
Yeah.
And that Moonblast did very little. What is this Clefable set? Is it defensive, I guess?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They almost always are, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was Rocky Helmet. Yeah, you're right. Wow, doesn't kill is crazy.
1%
It has life
progress.
orb and that didn't kill? Wow.
Big electroweb miss here.
Yeah, that is a big miss. Um, good protect.
I was back against the wall here, and then you know the first impression's coming in.
You know the first impression's coming in, and this
Doesn't protect.
Houndoom is fast, sun boosted. Yeah, Hallie picks that one up. Um, it takes it to game 3. Intense, intense. So Tyler gets owned in the lead.
I'm not sure why you'd psychic here, honestly.
I think he was worried that a fighting move was coming from Slitherwing,
Yeah, I guess
and it's faster. I think it is.
I
Yes.
guess I should rephrase. If I'm selecting a Terra type, Ghost is just going to be better for that.
Uh
Like
huh.
every time out of 10, and it also resists Bug, I believe. So if I'm afraid of a Slitherwing, I probably want to be going Ghost instead.
That's fair. I guess. Okay, so you're doing Terra Psychic because I guess the argument would be if it's Terra Blast, which it is,
Sure.
you're bringing it specifically to beat Slitherwing. In which case, Terra Psychic, Terra Blast. Well, I guess that's probably not going to one shot it because does Bug resist Psychic or does it just super effective attacking into it?
If you're going to go for a Terra Blast, you go with Terra Flying.
Yeah,
Like,
you're right. Yeah, you're right.
it opens yourself up to Magna Zone. And sorry, not to get distracted. Hallie plays really well there. Got a great game 3.
Yeah. Also, yeah, would have lost if it wasn't for that Shadow Sneak.
Yeah,
So, but gets sets up with the Sword Dance, gets in.
super close.
Yeah, actually only pulls it out by the skin of her teeth, but gets ahead. Plays to her outs, wins the back 2 games, and goes to what's her position? She went to 4-2. Spoiler alert: she's gonna win again. She's gonna win again this week.
She can't stop losing, or she can't stop winning.
She can't stop winning, which puts her atop the division. Although we'll get into that. We'll get into that later. But there are interesting tiebreakers going on in that division. Okay, so next we have MFS Giant versus Once a Pep. Once a Pep undefeated going into this game, and MFS Giant doing pretty good at what were they at? The Vancouver Villains. So they were 3-2 going into this game. And here we go. So yeah, Komo-o, very scary Pokemon. This Articuno also very scary. So we'll see who comes out on top. Belly Drum turn 1 is pretty manly.
With the hospitality, such a cool tech.
Yeah, with the hot. Yeah, and then you've got the Rage Powder, so to protect your guy from Hitmonchan.
That Rock Slide miss sucks though.
It does, but Guard
Guard
Dog. Oh,
Oh god.
such a. I mean, just such great prep from Sam this game. Just got like it seems like he has a lot of very specific answers for what the things that Eric wants to do. That's the guy. I mean, when you're going into a match against an undefeated guy late in the season, this is the kind of thing you got to do. You got to bring your A game.
Yep. And he does it.
Yeah, just crushed through with this Belly Drum Como-o.
Yeah, the Como with Terra is so terrifying because like one of the things that really limits Como is that it is quad weak, but its defensive stats are amazing. And so
Yeah,
you put a fucking steel type or a fairy type on that thing, holy shit.
absolutely. And so here's game 2. Uh, I'm assuming the Irish city names are because I'm assuming this game happened on or close to St.
Hmm.
Patrick's Day last Sunday.
Yeah.
Taunt on the Sandaconda is good because that thing likes to just like iron defense and whatnot. Can't glare, can't do nothing.
Can't tell me nothing.
Gets that hospitality.
So, and
Wow,
this is,
that
yeah,
Stantler only taking like I know it Terra Ferried, but only taking 40 from that drain punch is wild.
yeah, but doesn't matter.
Yeah, because it's faster and kills the Empoleon in one hit. Because now it can't Terra.
So we see Sandaconda coming out here as the answer.
Is
He's taking away Overcoat onto the Stantler, okay? Playing the late game plan here.
Yeah, but this thing is just throwing out Scald. I didn't even know it got Scald, although I guess it makes sense thematically as a T Pokemon.
It's true, it does.
But like, yeah, it's clear that that this Poltergeist was not only a just a great support for this Como, but also it had a lot of stuff against Sandaconda. It had the taunt. It has the Rage Powder and to prevent Body Slam and the Scald. And yeah, undefeated team gets knocked off. Um, Eric takes his
Olympus has
first loss.
fallen.
Yep, Eric takes his first loss. MFS Giant goes up to 4-2.
Did you call the upset last week?
I did. Wait.
Yeah,
I believe I called this one.
yeah.
Yeah.
I think we talked about it, that this was like really a testing point.
Yes.
Sam preps really well, so.
Here we have Phony Spade v Master Koga. Just absolutely cool teams on both sides.
I know. Goon squads. Every week, dude.
Absolutely. John bringing but one sticky web this week. Windrat, oh my gosh. Oh, but the Flame Body's pretty BM on the back end. Oh, you hate to see it.
They're just throwing haymakers right now.
Yeah. So, does get the Flame Body, doesn't get the Poison Touch, unless he's supposed to have Sticky Hold. But Rock Slide crit. Lot of low percentage things happening right now on both sides. Shields down. Okay, so it's not. So it is most likely Poison Touch. I doubt it's Stench.
I hope so. I hope it's not Stench.
Yeah.
Heavy slam. Holy shit.
Haze.
Ooh, and just neutered that thing.
I died to the burn anyway. Whoa, he gets the quick draw at long last. Does no damage. Oh man. Muck is so bulky.
Is that an assault vest muck? What's the item on that thing?
It's papaya berry.
Ooh,
Or
that's
payapa.
good.
Payapa, sorry.
Yeah.
And game 2.
I think muck is super cool, super good.
Yeah, both of them. They're so bulky. They've got a lot of interesting support moves and offensive moves. Gen 1 Pokemon, in their crazy ass move pools. Oh, I was gonna say like why not kill the Slowbro, but that's because you got Shadow Sneak right there for it.
Yep.
Muck getting Shadow Sneak is so silly. I think we talked about that.
We did.
Last
We
week, yeah.
were discussing the sneaker in
Poison Jab. Yep, gets the poison touch and its poison jab. Kills him. Oof, I don't want to be Sylveon into these two.
Absolutely not.
Oh, yeah, heavy slams the Benjamin. Even with shields up, there he goes. Terra Rock. Terra Rock, Power Herb, Meteor Beam, Ampharos is... That's something.
Codename Valdent at 7-Eleven. So true, brother.
That's a great... What a stylish finish by Master Koga there.
Yeah. I'm enthralled. I'm impressed. I'm loving it.
All right, last game of the week, unless I'm forgetting one again, is the Ryo TF versus the Coach Z420. Ice Team v for Alligator. Immediately Terra ices to prevent the Ice Spinner. Smart gets Aura Sphere to Oblivion. Okay. With the Aurora Veil up, gets to live the Flash Cannon. Unfortunately, gets the SPF drop. That's rough. That does not do enough. Gets no kills off the double Blizzard.
And this may be a repeat team. I'm noticing similar New Balance nicknames.
It's true. Or he just did, or might be the same 6 different moves. I'm not sure. Yeah, because I'm not sure if that Hitmontop I thought was Intimidate last time and is Technician this time.
Very cool. Or maybe he's just sticking with the theme, which we can all appreciate.
Yeah, loves
Isaac
some.
looks like he's in a good position here.
Absolutely. This Incineroar Junior, we've seen it a lot this year.
As it should.
Yeah.
It's an amazing Pokemon. I love it.
Yeah.
People meme on the cat, dude. The cat's legit.
Yeah, he's way better at surviving close combat than his older brother. Actually, that's probably not true, but still. All right, game 2.
It's actually a little bit bulkier than Incineroar.
It's faster too.
Yeah, just lacks the offensive presence, unfortunately.
Yeah. Terra Grass again gets the SPF drop. It's crazy.
Oh,
that
Mirror Herb.
Mirror Herb loves the Mirror Herb. Air Slash comes in. This is quite the Cobalion set.
Yeah, I don't.
Heat Wave, or not Heat Wave. Sorry, Air Slash, Steel Cannon, Upper Hand, and
Upper Hand's badass.
and Earth Power. Yeah. Didn't even pack a fighting move
Who needs it?
into the Ice Team. Yeah, because he's got Steel Cannon. Yep. Just cleans up here.
Slow death.
Slow death. Flash Cannon misses. Heat Wave doesn't kill, but what's it gonna do? Oh, okay. Here comes Big Gator, and you're dead. All right, and yeah, with that, the Karamja Whippers go to 3 and 3. Essentially secure themselves a playoff spot, and the Leshy Lechonk go down to 1 and 5. So, yeah, that's that. Were any fun takeaways from week 6 before we look forward to week 7?
Not really. It was a lot of close games. I think the better games we watched right in the beginning, some cool upsets as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's always a weird one. Often people make big waivers that following Monday, as we will probably talk about in just a sec. But people like kind of using strategies that maybe didn't see the light of day before they waiver them away. Things like that can happen. So I think we saw a little bit of that, but not too much.
For sure. All right, so now let's do some match previews for the week. We both picked ones that have playoff implications. So you're looking at the Balinleia Barbies versus Rhydon D's Nuts. So break down what what you like the look of here.
Yeah, so off the bat, I think Alolan Muck on Bistro's side looks really strong. You'll notice no ground types on the Barbie's side. Not that he can't tear into it, not that he can't pack Earth moves, but definitely a weakness there. So a really bulky Muck is going to take probably at least 2 hits from anything here. Um, and that's a problem because the top end of Raijo's team is not super bulky. His bulkiest Pokemon is Zebstrika. Muckalilin really shuts down Haunter in a lot of ways. I think that is the key player on the Bistro side. On the Raijo side, not quite as clear of a front runner in the matchups, just like looking here on paper. So it's going to be important to get team cohesion, to get damage moving, because if you get a Klefki and a Muckalolin starting against you, you're going to have to break through that somehow. And I don't see an easy way here to do it, although I know Reggio is a resourceful team builder, so I'm sure he'll figure out a way. So that's what I'm looking at. What are your thoughts?
One thing I think that's interesting is that I think speed control is going to be interesting here, just because Joe probably doesn't want to set Trick Room because Rampardos might go nuts, and the speed tiers here the speed tiers here generally seem to favor Joe, but uh, you gotta worry about Raichu coming in on Raichu outspeeding your guys and kind of beating him down. Um, I I I think, but I think ultimately you're right in that right on these nuts' path to victory is gonna depend on figuring out which one of the offensive threats is going to be the one with the power with the Terra that takes down your guys, because I think you're right that like Muck can eat two things, Klefki can eat a few things, but which guy's going to be the one with the Terra ground? That's gonna is it is it this Flareon once it's got boosted? Is it this Lucario after he's been helping handed, weakness policy boosted? Is it is it a calm mind Gardevoir? Who knows?
No, I was muted. Shit. Don't be shocked to see maybe a choice span Lucario here,
Mm-hmm.
Terra Ground Earthquake, left Telepathy Gardevoir, or something like that, or a Noivern with Tailwind backing it up. I think I could see either of those
Yeah,
things happening.
yeah, because you're right. The Bistro's team might be a little too heavy to get through otherwise. So, but Joe has a lot of options for that Terra, so it'll be exciting to see.
Yeah, yeah, I agree.
Uh,
My picks for who they're going to bring, I'm going to say Gardevoir, Lucario, Noivern, Regirock, Haunter, Flareon? Flareon, yeah. And then Blastoise, Charizard, Klefki, Muck, Rampardos, and maybe a Tropius. I don't know.
maybe a Tropius. Um, it's possible we see Trico on the Raijo side as well, just because of that Lucario enablement.
True.
Um, okay, and then the one I was gonna look at was the Molten Feather Berserkers versus the is it the Leshy Lechonk they're playing this week? Yes, I believe so. Oh, Ledian's Lucky Lads, right.
Yeah.
The other 1-in-5 team from that division. Ledian's Lucky Lads. Um, Oh, who did you pick in who did you pick in the the or not the Raijo and the Bistro battle?
It's a really tough one. I think the matchup favors right on these nuts, but I think Raijo finds a way. I think Raijo perseveres.
I'm gonna pick right on these nuts solely because Joe beat me last week and I'm salty.
Hell yeah.
Um, and I think it's an even matchup. So all right, let's break down this one. Ledian's Lucky Lads holding on for dear life for playoff hopes for the defending champion, throwing caution to the wind, wavering two tier twos to acquire Iron Leaves and Iron Thorns. Um, and then on the Molten Feather Berserkers side, you've got all the stuff that's been working well for him all season. You've got the Lilligan Oricorio combos, the Protean Greninja, and Fezandipity bulky, decently fast Tailwind setter. Um, so yeah, I would, I look at this and it's sort of hard to it's sort of hard to figure out what exactly like Ledian's Lucky Lads win con is going to be, other than just trying to beat you down with offense. Iron Leaves very strong. Iron Thorns very strong. Typhlosion with that base 109 special attack. Bisharp one. I mean, look at this. Look at these attack values: 130, 134, 109 special attack, 125 attack, 120 attack, 120 attack. It's just gonna have to come down to speed control or being able to live a hit from this Greninja, this Decidueye, this Braviary that Karate just wavered for. You might even see some offense built into this Fezandipity because it seems to match pretty okay into this Iron Leaves, and this Greninja also kind of does. Interesting the way those typings work out, where they're both weak to each other in a way, but also strong to each other in a way. Uh, when it comes to selections, I think Ledian's Lucky Lads, you're bringing Iron Leaves, Iron Thorns, Iron Leaves, Iron Thorns for sure. You're bringing Bisharp. I think you bring Golem because Karate has 3 flying types. And almost certainly not Passimian. I would like to see Typhlosion. We very may well, but might be Squawkabilly as the last one. And then on Karate's side, it's going to be Fezandipity, Greninja, Braviary, Decidueye, and then Lilligant and one of the Oricorios. I think probably the fire one. And
Yeah, I think Braviary Hisuian looks really cool here. Tinted Lens is a very scary ability that people really haven't seen on a good Pokemon yet. So I'm excited to see what it can do.
yeah, uh, I I think you look at this and you think that Karate has lots of guys with flying moves, and Tyler has flying weakness on his team, but he kind of shores it up well with the Iron Thorns Golem stuff, and so Decidueye is kind of afraid to come in on Iron Leaves, so or Squawkabilly, so I think that because he's backed into a corner, I think we're gonna see cornered animal Valdens with his new team pull off the upset. Though I would still favor Soleon. So I'm picking Tyler. Don't let me down. All right, I didn't look into the camera. Don't let me down.
I'm gonna go Marcus. Tyler tried to change. He wavered, but it's
Too late.
it's in here, dude. It's here. It's in here. What matters? And I just don't know. I just don't know if he's got the sauce, man. Prove me wrong, though.
Let's see. Yeah. Also, as with last week, if Karate wins this, I'm I'm not. I don't get to make the top brackets, so I also am biased. Anyway, let's look at the other matchups for the week, and then we can talk waivers. So a lot of these games have already happened, so it's going to be a little awkward on the picks, but. So yeah, because Laguna Lagging Tails Zangu Zinners has already happened.
I'm gonna beat Casey.
I think you might. I think you have a chance. But then Rose City Rose Raids versus Muck. Do you think with my new waivers that I have what it takes?
How about we talk about waivers first, and then
let's do waivers first.
So
You're
we
right.
can not just talk about waivers while we do it.
All right, fair enough. So this week we had a lot. We had a lot of waivers, right? So we, do you want to go person by person?
I certainly do. I will also alert the chat to the fact that we have a live battle.
Wait, it's happening now?
We have a Joseph McGoysif, so we better get a prediction. All right. We already got our predictions in here, so.
Okay. Yeah, we did. We got our predictions on that. So
if you want to pull it up, I'm sure that we can kind of.
Here we go.
Oh, they've already started, so let's go.
Here we go.
Okay.
So. Yeah, we just previewed this, huh?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, that works.
So let's see how.
Tara Grand Lucario.
There it is.
Using Rock Slide. And
these were
goddamn.
Those were
doing
the 6
some damage.
Those were the 6 you said for Bran. And there's the Earth. Yeah. Oh,
It's like Gardevoir stayed behind here.
Yep.
But Joe out to an early lead.
This is the second week in a row Joe didn't bring Flareon.
Well, yeah, Flareon's a little rough here.
It is. It is, but it's something you always got to watch out for because.
Can you scroll down on the?
Oh, for sure. I was trying to. Yeah, I was looking at the top. So yeah, we got Reflect Up on this side. Who set the sun?
I'm gonna guess it was turn 1.
Klefki.
Probably Klefki.
Klefki used Sunny Day. Yep. Sunny Day, Tailwind, and then Reflect on turn 2.
But we have a Shell Smash here.
Hurricane hit in the sun. We do have a Shell Smash here. It's Terra Steel. Lives the extreme speed. Ice Beams kills it.
Oh, but that's not. He's not gonna.
Oh wait, that's his last guy, isn't it?
Yeah, you need to like muddy water there or something maybe to try.
Yeah.
But
Joe takes game 1.
Game 1 down.
All right.
Game 2. All right. We can kind of digest these teams a little bit here. And we didn't see the Terra Grand Lucario. Definitely synergizing well with what Joe's brought, and we see the Muck.
Yeah. So yeah, Joe takes game 1, but that Terra Ground Lucario, it's possible that Joe has 2 Terra Ground threats. He's busting out here, but yeah, that information will be useful for Brantley going forward.
I bet you Regirock has Earthquake on it too. I would be surprised if it doesn't.
Yeah.
Considering how good Ground is into Brantley's team.
Yeah, but how much? I guess I wonder how much damage a non-stab Regirock Earthquake does to a full defensive Muck. Sashed. Noivern must be. Is it Covert Cloak? Because it ate that fake out like it was nothing.
Yeah, it must be.
Gets this off. So yeah, this Raichu is dead. But the question is, I think under the Tailwind, is Blastoise even faster than this Noivern?
No. I mean, it's equal. It's an equal boost. So basically, if Tailwind and a +2 speed is up, you just look at whatever. Oh, boom. Okay, Boomer.
Okay, double attack into the Blastoise. The Ice Beam. Wow, both Terras that turn. That was crazy.
Double Terra. Joe coming out the better of that exchange, I
Yeah,
gotta say.
that trade very much favored him. The muck is in though.
Yeah, and he's
That did nothing.
did not do that much. That's definitely a defensive muck. Let's hope
Yeah.
he shadow balls the right. Yeah, he does. Okay.
Yeah.
This is looking real good for Mr. McGoy
Yeah, I would
here.
have liked to have seen a knockoff on that Haunter that turn from the muck.
Yeah, I think he may be expected to do a little more damage. This might be a bulkier Haunter, but
Yeah, Joe. I mean, Joe's brought Eviolite on this Haunter every single week.
oh, baby,
I mean, it looks pretty over. Yeah, it is over.
dude.
Well done, Joe, with the clean 2-0.
Damn.
Crushed. Well done.
Yeah, and I mean, he didn't even need a Terra ground shit. He just fucking killed it.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Brand. Yeah, I don't think Brand packed enough offense today. So let's
Yeah.
see. Let's see how that affects the standings. That puts that puts. Oh my gosh.
He's in Wellspring.
Thank you. That puts the Ballinlea Barbies at 5-2, possibly contending for
Yep.
the division. Wait, no, even. Wait, no, yeah. If Eric loses by -2, did Joe? Well, Joe didn't beat Eric head to head, so I think Eric's actually set on that one seed,
Let's see.
or not one seed.
Let me
Because
just check the.
what do you mean? Because Eric only lost his first game last week.
Um.
So if they both go
Yeah.
5-2,
No. He's already up 4 on his. Um. It doesn't matter because even if he lost 2-0,
yeah,
they'd be equal, and
and
he
then
would have
Eric
to
won,
head-to-head-
and Eric won the
head-to-head
head.
against Joe.
So yeah, but
He's clinched, but
Joe's 5-2. If the Vancouver Villains lose, then Joe will have this nice second place coming out of
actually,
Wellspring.
if Sam Vancouver Villains 2-0s wins and Once a Pep loses 2-0, then then the
Then there's a
Vancouver
three-way
Villains
tie.
will no he'll take first place.
So if there's a
Vancouver
three-way
Villains
tie, Vancouver Villains takes it. Oh wait, what happens if there's a three-way tie?
You know, that's a great question. It goes down to Pokemon differential, which
All right,
they are
very close in.
Okay, well, we'll cross that bridge if we need to.
Yeah,
I have a feeling that Eric will not lose 2-0. So
Yeah, I think that's. I definitely think that's James's problem. So all right,
yeah,
all right, and then oh yeah, and right on these nuts. We'll end the season 2-5.
yeah, still
playoff
looking
viable.
at a playoff. Yeah, totally playoff viable.
So all right, let's. All right, so that happened. Now we'll go back to our
Sure.
waiver discussion. So first off, MFS Giant going into this final week with those playoff implications that we just laid out, had 4 waivers this week. Used them all. Got rid of Hippowdon. Got Tinkaton, who I love in doubles. Salazzle for Gamora, who I also like in doubles. Livani for Floatzel, and Luxio for Rotom. What do you?
I
what do
love
you think?
all of these. To be honest, I did outside of Salazzle, I just liked every single one of these Pokemon on his team. I thought they were kind of mid. Just like Hippowdon without a Sand Enabler, I just don't. I don't think it's good. Tinkaton and Glamora were like best value available in tier 2. Tinkaton's amazing, like the best type combination in the game.
Yeah.
Fake out, can hit really hard, can play support.
It's got
Pretty good speed.
It's got Fake Out. It's got Encore. It's got Faint. It's got Helping Hand.
Thunderwave,
Knockoff. It's got its move pool is really nice, even though its stats are kind of middling. And like you said,
stats are
great
kind
typing.
of middling, but it has such a good typing, doesn't even really care.
Yeah, and Gigaton Hammer.
Yeah, and Glamora is like very strong. I was really sad to give it up. I kind of had to just because Caesar I think is so fucking busted that I needed to get it fast. But Glamora was a casualty there, but I'm glad to see it's going to be used by someone who likes it too.
Um, yeah. So let's see. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of Tinkaton. I have been. This is a kind of a sidebar, but I've been running it with Whimsicott on ladder recently, and finding decent success with that. One thing I like about Tinkaton is that it's not immediately threatening on its own. So I'll have a set that has like Fake Out, and then like Swords Dance, Gigaton Hammer. So like I've got my Whimsicott. I set up. I can Fake Out to prevent something from stopping my Tailwind. I set up Tailwind. I switch it out for a big offensive threat, Urshifu. I think Urshifu, Fluttermane, Garchomp, that kind of thing, and then Tinkaton's over here just like setting up and Gigaton hammering while you're worried that Urshifu's going to Wicked Blow you. It's a lot of fun. Um, and then yeah, Rotom, I think has more to offer than Luxio does, even though it doesn't have Intimidate. So yeah,
Yeah.
excited to see the team swap. Speaking of team,
Rotom's great. It has like it's a little worse defensively than the actual Rotom big bulky forms. Has better speed, but its support move with Poophole's great. Ghost type's great.
mhm,
It's just always good. I think.
yeah, the ghost type is an underappreciated aspect of base Rotom.
Yeah.
All right, and then we have Valdens, also using 4 waivers this week, getting
Yeah.
rid of Exeggutor, Alola, and Clefable, as we said, for the Iron Duo. Leaves and Thorns. Leaves becoming available this week. I wanted to make. Was thinking of making a play at Leaves, but when I saw where my draft position was, I was pretty sure I wasn't going to get it. And yeah, Valdens was ahead of me, so I would not have gotten it. Um, then picks
Yeah.
drops Electrode for Persian, and drops Poltegeist for Passimian, which I like this because Poltegeist was doing nothing on his team.
I hate Poltergeist and doubles. I think I already talked about this yesterday, but
Yeah.
or last week, but I just really hate it. And I think Electrode is like a cool like fast threat, but Persian is like basically effectively as fast because it already outspeeds like
Mm.
basically everything outside of like Weavile.
And it has Fake Out.
So it has Fake Out, and it can still learn Icy Wind. It can still be an attacker. It has better offensive stats. I love Iron Leaves and Iron Thorns. I fucking hate Executor Lola. I'm glad it's off his team, but I think Clefable is really good. So I'm not loving that it's going off, and I'm concerned that we have swung too far into big boys, big hitters without enough support with this. But I'd certainly rather have too many big hitters than not enough. So
It was very
we'll see
savvy.
how it goes.
It was very savvy of him to drop Clefable on the last week of waivers, so no one can pick it up.
Yeah, that thing's annoying as fuck. So
Yeah.
I'm glad he did that.
um, Double Rockside has only one waiver Vespiquen for Oink alone. We don't need to sit on this one that much.
Also, super savvy of him to drop that and before anyone else could pick it up. So
Yeah. Golurk for Electros on Quaint Newt, the Dallas Dunsparce. Um,
yeah, kind of a nothing burger. I think Electros is cool. Definitely a interesting Pokemon. Defensively, very cool and good, but maybe not the spiciest thing in the world that happened here.
yeah, I'm just trying to see if Electros fits on this team any better than Golurk does.
He needed a ground immunity, an additional ground immunity that wasn't Staraptor, who's like
Yep.
dying all the time. And I mean, I don't count Cramorant as a real Pokemon, so because you do have double poison here, which is probably the most glaring issue on this team.
hmm
Just your ground weakness. So I think it's good.
And then you had 2 waivers.
Yeah.
Mienshao for Magmar, Tauros for Hitmonlee. Tell us about these.
I think Magmar is really, really good, and we saw how good it could be in my match against Casey this week. Me and Shao is amazing too. It was kind of a tough to let that one go, but I really need a fire type. I just didn't have a fire type. And Magmar with Gastrodon and Caesar specifically is an amazing Follow Me user because they're both quad weak to they're grass and fire respectively, and obviously both of those attacks coming into a Magmar with Follow Me is just not going to do anything,
Yeah.
which is awesome.
And he has Flame Body.
And he has Flame Body, which can burn every time if you're lucky. And then Tauros is also, I think, pretty good. I don't have an Intimidate user now, but I think Intimidate's not amazing on Tauros just because he's so weak that it's like you're really only helping your partner almost. In which case, I'd rather have something a little more proactive, just because he's kind of a wet paper towel in terms of defensive stats. Also, Hitmonlee is definitely slower than me and Xiao, but basically like kind of like me and Xiao. It has almost every single of the same moves, similar attacking stats. Has Reckless too. Also has Unburden, which could be potentially kind of fun with Wacky as a offensive option.
Yeah, because you can Grassy Seed.
Grassy Seed and just do some stuff, which I maybe will use, maybe I won't. I don't know. So that was the idea there.
Yeah, excellent. So for my waivers, I got rid of Pincurchin and Chestnut for Tauros Water and Diplin. Pincurchin, like, I kind of always knew I was going to waiver at the end of the season. I tried to make it work in a few different ways, and I had some results, like allowing Iron Treads to have an item while also giving him the boost is fun, but, Pincurchin's problem is and always has been that it has no offensive pressure, and it's like actually bulkier than you want it to be because it never dies. So it doesn't die, so it sticks around and does nothing. It doesn't have a great support move pool. It has like acupressure, which is random and not that helpful. So like it's slow and just I couldn't justify it at taking up a tier 2 slot for any longer. Iron Leaves was going to be my initial tier 2 replacement, but again, like I was like, as soon as it dropped, I was thinking I probably can't get it. Tauros Aqua helps because some of my one of my weaknesses for Iron Treads is fighting types, and just like physical attackers in general that aren't attacking Moltres can get me down sometimes. So having that is nice. I needed a stronger water type than Swanna, because I just invite it. I invite in. I invite in like fire types, ground types, with Iron Treads. Just helps keep Iron Treads alive, and with that, I didn't really need to fight he's gonna be my fighting type, so I didn't really need Chestnut as much anymore. I gotta give a shout out to Casey, who suggested Diplin to me.
Super cool.
I didn't know he had sticky hold. I knew about like super sweet stickiness or whatever, but like he has sticky hold, which means he is an Eviolite user who can't get his Eviolite knocked off, which is really cool actually.
Yep. And in LC doubles, Shellos is like infamous for that combination. It's very good. And Diplin's stats are insane, so that's really cool. I'll also just state, just so you know, for waivers, it's outside of week 1, it's all first come first serve, so you don't have to worry about priority.
Oh, I thought there was a priority. Oh, my bad. All right, and then Raijo wavered Zangoose for Basculin Blue Stripe, just to swapping out a bad Pokemon for a decent one. Why'd you drop Basculin?
I needed a fairy type, I believe. So I wanted to have a fairy type and electric type. So I think I dropped it for Den.
Makes sense.
Basculin's good. I also picked up Gastrodon, so I had a water type that I was going to bring every time, and I was never going to bring double water. So, yeah.
Excellent. And then Karate waivers Toxapex for Braviary Hisui. I don't even remember him bringing Toxapex, so
I don't think it did. Toxapex is not good in doubles. It just doesn't have an offensive pressure. Like, it has time on its side in singles, and it doesn't have that in doubles. So, Braviary Hisui, I think, is awesome. Super cool to see it picked up.
And then Bistro's namesake Blaziken. I don't know why I said namesake. Bistro's Blaziken that he brought basically every week, and that had some standout moments for him, even. Wavered for Charizard. What do you a different fire starter? What do you think?
And I gotta say, where is the fire water pledge, Brantley? All right, you have the components. I want to see a rock. So
let's pledge it.
Yeah, pledge it up. I lost a pledge in last round of Swiss in 2015 in Seattle, and almost bubbled out of Top Cut because of it. So I am thoroughly traumatized by it. So I think you all should be too.
Excellent. All right, let's look at the schedule. Let's pick the remaining games. Do you think I'm beating James?
Absolutely. Muck 2-0.
Let's do it. Muck 2-0, hell yeah. All right. We I picked Ledian's Lucky Lads Molten Feather Berserkers, but I don't think I actually asked you to do so. Did yet. So
I know I picked karate
oh, you
because
did. You
Tyler
picked karate. Yes.
because Tyler got brain rot.
Yes, that's correct. You said you didn't have the sauce, right?
He didn't know the sauce. Yeah.
Okay. The Karamja Whippers versus the Poltergeist.
I'm gonna. I think we both have to pick Portuguese here to get that first win.
Let's do it. I believe in you, Megan. I think you can. I think you can knock off Isaac.
Yeah.
All right.
Knock him up.
The Leshy Lechonk versus the Skill Issue Skuntank. This game has playoff implications. The Skill Issue Skuntank looking to get into that upper bracket, and the Leshy Lechonk looking to the Ice team looking to stay alive in the playoff hunt.
I think Lester LeChonk looking a little bit unmotivated lately. I'm going to go with the skill issue Skuntank.
I'm also going to go with the Skill Issue Skuntank. Now that we're at the end of the season, we might not have that many differences of opinion here.
True.
All right, the Dallas Dunsparce versus the BC Beyond. Dallas Dunsparce also likely but not guaranteed to make the playoffs, and BC Beyond needing to win for a shot at winning their division. So playoff implications here as well.
I'm gonna go with Dallas Dunsparce. I think they show up big to big matches. I think they're gonna show up big to this one.
Okay, I will pick again. I will pick against you here, just because I'm going chalk.
Good. Good.
We already picked Leia Barbies and Right on These Nuts.
I was right.
Yep.
Thank you.
Jackson, you were. Jackson's Jacked Sons versus Wet Ash Blissies has already happened. Once a Peps versus the Lilac City Luckers. Who do you got there? I don't know if there's playoff implications for this one. I think Lilac City Luckers want to win to stay alive, but don't have to.
Well, if Lilac City Luckers wins 2-0, then Once Peps could get knocked out of top seed. But
right.
I'm gonna go with Once Peps.
Okay, I will as well. And then the Vancouver Villains versus the Grandview Grambles.
I think coming off that upset, you got to go with the Villains here.
Yeah, I think the Villains are feeling themselves. Just got those waiver pickups. Got to test them out for the playoffs. Actually, that kind of, if you're testing out new stuff against an opponent you expect to roll over, that's when sometimes you accidentally lead with your chin and die.
True. Could come up and surprise us. We'll see.
But I don't believe they're playoff. Well, I guess for the Vancouver Villains there are playoff implications. They'll probably play it hard.
If they win 2-0, they could get it. So.
But that is a long way of me agreeing with you anyway that I'm and picking the Vancouver Villains. All right. Any parting words of wisdom?
I really have to shit, so no.
That sounds wise to me. All right. Good luck on your final weeks of matches, everyone who hasn't already played them. Next week we're gonna do a playoff preview. It's gonna be
Happy
awesome.
Happy playoff seeds, people. We will see you next week.
All right. Bye.
Bye.